In today's video, we're going over 7 things you should never do on a cruise ship. Thank you for watching Gen X Cruise Life. We're your hosts, Nate and Suzanne.
Number 1, assume that your balcony is not your private space. The cruise line has cameras pointing at the ship from every direction, so assume that you're always being watched.
Also, the partitions between balconies are very thin and there's spaces underneath them.
So your neighbors can hear, smell, and possibly see everything that you're doing on your balcony.
Number 2, don't assume your balcony is your personal space.
You don't want to add one of those DIY inflatable pools onto your balcony. Those are ridiculous. Don't be that person. They're dirty and unsanitary.
How are you going to drain that, people? Come on now. Dirty water. You're going to dump it over the side so that it goes down on everybody's balcony below you? That doesn't work.
Swishes over to your neighbor and drag it through the cabin and get your carpet wet.
What are you going to do when that thing pops? Also, don't drag your mattress out onto your balcony thinking that you're going to get a good night's sleep under the stars. It gets wet out there. Many mornings we've walked out onto a balcony. It's wet.
It's wet.
And bringing your mattress out there is kind of like going out and working a hard day and then going home and jumping into bed with your work clothes on. By the time you bring that mattress back in, it's going to be nasty.
There's nothing romantic about a soggy mattress. And finally, leave the twinkle lights, the flamingos, the lanterns, everything else at home.
That's right. And the winds get kicking up. Man, the last thing you want is your twinkle lights to go flying and landing in somebody else's balcony or the pool on the Lido.
Yeah, or polluting the ocean.
Oh yeah, that's the main thing.
So don't bring it.
Number 3, don't use your balcony as a place to stage stupid stunts. Now, in typical Gen X cruise life fashion, we've got examples. Now we've changed the names to protect the moronic. So this first one wakes up drunk.
Of course he does.
So to give you an idea how drunk he was when he went to sleep. And instead of going downstairs or up a floor
to the windjammer,
have
some, all you can eat buffet.
Yeah, and get some grub, hangover style.
Right.
He decides that he wants to get Instagram famous and go viral by jumping off the 11th deck. He fell approximately 125 feet.
This knucklehead survived the fall. He had to be fished out of the ocean. And he and his friends were promptly marched down to security, where they were kicked off the boat and told to go back to Miami, which they had to flip the bill for.
That's right. Banned for life.
More on number 2, also on a royal ship, decides to climb out from her balcony to the outside of the ship in order to take a selfie of herself.
A fellow passenger saw the stunt and thought she was trying to unalive herself, so he alerted the crew.
The crew tracked her down on the ship. They put her off the ship in Jamaica and banned her for life.
Don't mess around with some stunts on your balcony. Number 4, no smoking or vaping in unauthorized areas.
Cruise lines don't allow any smoking in the staterooms or on balconies. They have authorized smoking sections for that, and they're clearly marked throughout the ship. It's usually on one side of the ship, and it's near a bar, and they have seating and ashtrays. So smoke there.
This area and the casino are the only areas that allow smoking or vaping.
Unless you're on Celebrity, of course, which does not allow smoking even in the casino.
If you're caught smoking or vaping in an unauthorized area, like your stateroom, you can be charged around $500 for a deep cleaning. And if you're caught a second time,
you might be asked to deboard the ship.
Yeah, you might get a boot. So why are they so nutty about the smoking and vaping on the ship?
Well, in 2006, on board the Star Princess, there was a passenger that was smoking outside on the balcony and decided to flick a cigarette overboard, and it caught the ship on fire. 150 cabins burned. One of the passengers on board died of a heart attack, and many more had to be rushed to the infirmary for smoke inhalation. So they take this very seriously. And after this incident, that's when they decided to make it more strict.
Yeah. So the bottom line is don't do it where you're not allowed to do it.
Mm-hmm. The 5th thing is don't bring any of the banned items on board with you. So when you're going through embarkation, your luggage is going to be screened. They're going to be looking through your luggage. And if they find anything, they're going to put it on a naughty table, which you pick up after you disembark. They don't throw it away.
That's right. And some of the real easy way to remember is anything that has a heat source or creates a heat source. Hot plates.
Irons.
Right. You don't want to bring an iron. Some of the things we've seen, like rice cookers. And,
Instapots.
Yeah,
just
Instapots.
Ridiculous stuff on the naughty table. But some of the things you wouldn't think are on the ban list also, like baby bottle warmers, infant bottle warmers.
Right. And the heat source exceptions are things to do your hair, right?
Right.
So it'd be the curling irons.
Flat irons and hair dryers.
They allow that. Although most of the staterooms on pretty much every ship we've ever been on has had a hair dryer.
Has a hair dryer, yes.
That's right.
Right. You also can't bring a coffee pot. We know that some of the staterooms, especially at the suite level, do have coffee pots. And if you're in an inside cabin, you might think, well, I want that perk too, but you can't bring your own.
That's right. And for people who have newborn children or children that are having the formula and they need the hot water and all that, you can get hot water on the ship. Mm-hmm. And one of the tips I saw was to bring a thermos. That way you can get the hot water filled up in there and have hot water for a while and not just that immediate use.
Right. And some of the other things that you don't want to bring are anything that has a flame source to it. You cannot bring candles or incense.
If you're the kind of person that likes to have a fan when you're sleeping, you can bring a 12-inch fan on most cruise ships. Some will even allow you to bring in the plug-in style, but all of them will allow the battery operated as long as it's 12-inch or smaller. You can also bring a 12-inch by 12-inch by 12-inch cooler if you need to store medicine or formula, or even if you just want to keep some cold water in your room.
But also the ships are very accommodating. If you let them know ahead of time that you need that for storing your medicine or for storing baby formula or breast milk, you just let them know and your steward will bring that to your room ahead of time.
Yeah. If it gets hot and it's used for cooking, leave it at home. It don't belong on the ship.
And finally, let's talk about extension cords.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of a weird one. The way the electricity or electrical circuits work on a cruise ship is different than your house. So don't know how it works or why it works, but they don't want you bringing surge protectors. So if you have an extension cord with a surge protector on the end, leave it at home.
Pretty much a universal ban across all cruise lines.
Across all cruise lines.
Right.
No surge protector.
Now, if you do need to have an extension cord because you have a CPAP, for example, you can bring a regular non-surge protected extension cord, or again, you can just let the cruise line know ahead of time that you need one and they will provide one for you.
And that is with the exception of Royal. Royal does not allow extension cords of any kind. However, they will provide you one if you let them know, especially with a CPAP, they're going to bend over backwards to give you one. So that's not going to be an issue.
Right.
Chargers for multiple devices. Those are pretty much allowed anywhere as long as there's no surge protecting feet.
So the biggest takeaway from this segment is before you go on your cruise, make sure you check that cruise line's website for the prohibited items. They do change them from time to time, so you want the most updated information.
That's right.
And if you do get caught with one of them, they will end up on that naughty table. Very embarrassing if you're bringing a crock pot with you, because you will have to come and pick it up when you disembark.
Either that or just pretend it wasn't yours.
In front of all those passengers.
We've seen swords.
Swords. Why?
Number 6, never ever flush anything down the toilet except toilet paper and, what you did naturally.
And not just any toilet paper either. It has to be the ship's toilet paper. I cannot tell you how many times I'm on these cruise groups and I see first-time cruisers asking questions about whether they could bring their own toilet paper because they heard how rough the toilet paper is on these ships. Yes, it's rough, but it's made especially for the ship because it's biodegradable in their plumbing system. So don't bring your own toilet paper. You cannot flush, wipes, baby wipes, tissues, feminine products. None of that goes into the toilet.
That's right. So if you happen to feel like your personal plumbing needs a baby wipe, well, keep a bag and keep it in the bag and seal it up, tie it up and throw it away.
Number 7, don't be loud in your cabin. And if you are, expect a visit from security. This includes loud music, loud TVs, loud talking, loud children, and loud honeymoon noises.
Loud honeymoon. Hey, now, if they don't last very long, you might not get complained about.
Probably not.
Yes. But once again, in typical Gen X cruise life fashion, we've got an example.
We have an example. There was a German couple that was thrown off the ship a couple of years ago because they were making exceptionally loud honeymoon noises. They left the door open to their patio or to their balcony.
That's right. Now, they followed it up, though. It wasn't just the honeymoon noises. They followed that act up with Act 2, which was
a knockdown, drag-out fight. Apparently, somebody was not satisfied.
And after that was over, the woman decided to go out onto the balcony and have a cigarette, which, go back further into this video.
Is that?
Yeah. She decided to have a cigarette on the balcony while the man was taking a shower.
And security knock, dragged them off the ship with their baggage and left them in Barbados.
We don't know if there was shame involved in this story.
Probably not.
But there definitely was a booking of a flight home.
That's right. From Barbados. And it was expensive.
Don't be loud. Don't be loud. And some cruise ships, and I know they've gotten rid of it too. There's cruise lines where people end up with boom boxes on the ship.
Yes.
And that is completely prohibited on, I'm not going to say the line. That
Carnival.
Yeah, okay, Carnival. But that's a prohibited item. You're not allowed to bring those. And one last thing. Let us know what you thought of this list. Was all this stuff common sense or did it catch some people off guard? Let us know in the comments.
What did you agree with? What did you disagree with? Leave us a comment below.
That's right. And we hope you found this list informative. And if you have, we've got a special prize for you right here.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.